Hey Pixel viewers, this is Kevin here.
This is Maran.
And Jeff.
And we're here to talk about our favorite gaming moments of this generation. So, we'll start off with Maran. It's been a long cycle. There's been some great games. What's been some of your favorites?
One of my favorites, I own the PS3 and the Xbox 360. I bought the 360 first, and the main reason was when I saw Bioshock for the 360, I fell in love.
Oh, yeah.
Same with The Darkness, because I just wanted those games. They seemed brand new, innovative, and I wanted to try it out. For the PS3, there was Metal Gear Solid 4. Seeing those graphics for the first time made me jizz myself.
That is a great game, because I remember actually, PS3 was my first system. I waited a bit, I got
Like first ever in terms of the gen? Or
Yeah, this generation, yeah.
Okay.
I got it a year after it got released because it was way too expensive.
Yeah.
So when it came out, I remember I got Metal Gear Solid 4 for Christmas, and I'm a huge Metal Gear nerd. I love these games. And I remember just playing it Christmas Day with my ex-girlfriend at the time. I know. But the game, I just remember the graphics, that intro video was just phenomenal. It was amazing.
I had Metal Gear Solid 3 for the PlayStation 2, and I fell in love with Snake Eater. The boss battles in that game were the best boss battles I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I even played the second one, I think it was called Sins of Liberty. It was a great game, but Metal Gear Solid 3 made me fall in love with the series.
It's because Raiden.
I didn't play it.
Raiden.
Totally lost my nerd card.
Oh my god, Metal Gear Solid. If you guys haven't played it, please go play Metal Gear Solid 4 before the new one comes out for PS4.
I didn't play it at all.
Definitely, one of my favorite gaming moments too. What about you, Jeff? What's been some of your favorites?
Oddly enough, my first system, I have all of them now, but my girlfriend's PS3, and my first system of the gen was the Wii on Christmas. It's like...
I don't own a Wii. Sorry, guys.
When I got it, great. It was like anybody else, right? You get the Wii, you're like, yeah,
All my friends own it.
sick. I can move stuff with my hands now with the controller, right? And it's fantastic. And I guess most anticipated game through the Wii that I was most looking forward to with that. Let's see, around Christmas, it came with Wii Sports, and when everyone got Wii, they got Wii Sports, and they played Wii Sports, and it was great because no one had really done
A lot of fun.
right?
I love it.
It's absolutely retarded later on when you try like putt and stuff. You can go like this and just cheat, right? But in terms of my favorite game for that system, probably Super Mario Galaxy. Just because it changed a lot. You went from Super Mario 64 where you're jumping and paintings and stuff like this, and you're going from the GameCube titles where you got Sunshine, and then Sunshine was the only one, right? For GameCube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was like Paper Mario, or was it?
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's Paper Mario, but like just the 3D titles of Mario. There was Sunshine, but that one, I mean, going around planets and going upside down and just being able to continuously walk around the planet and jump to different things, shaking the Wiimote and stuff like that. I thought it looked beautiful. It looked really, really good. Like it looked like a PS3 or Xbox 360 game, only because the style they did it in is cartoonish, right? It's not meant to look realistic, but everything looked really good.
Can I borrow your Wii? I need to get some games.
You can if you want. You can borrow the Wii. I don't really
Skyward Sword, I gotta play.
I don't really
Galaxies.
play it anymore.
I love Nintendo, but I just never got around to playing it.
Yeah, Nintendo, the only games I've had experience of playing would be Super Mario Galaxy 2 and Smash Bros. I was a huge fan of the N64 Smash Bros, so I was ecstatic to play this game, but sadly, compared to the N64, I wasn't feeling the same magic.
I don't know. It wore off fast. Like, it became a system of not like, oh, this is a system where I can just do movements with the controllers and make it, unlike any other system, it just became like another Nintendo system where gradually games were just like, you know what, people don't want to do the motion, so let's just make it an option for people to
It's not that.
It's
PlayStation also came up with the Move, and Xbox had the Kinect.
Yeah, but how good did the Move do?
Move was
responsive.
responsive.
I've never played the Move, so I don't know.
I have the Move, and the games were just not there. But
Play games.
it was really
there for
responsible
anyone.
work. Yeah.
They're kind of...
Well, I had Dead Space, actually, Dead Space Extraction, I think that was for the Wii and got ported to Dead Space 2, so I played the Move with that, and it was actually a lot of fun. I never got around to beating it, but it was fun.
I don't know, the Move didn't entice me too much, and then Kinect was just... Great, cool idea, and awesome for if you're drunk and you're with your friends, yeah, that's cool. That's let's go play some Kinect or Just Dance and be idiots.
These are some of our not favorite gaming moments. But back to our favorite gaming moments, I would say, well, it wasn't really like a favorite gaming moment, but I remember going to my friend's house and he got Xbox 360 the year it came out.
Yeah.
And he was playing Forza online, and it was my first experience with next generation at the time, and I was just blown away. I remember talking to some guy from Texas, and he had a Texan accent. I'm like, oh my god, we're communicating with people from like other parts of the world, and he was really insulting, but I thought it was still really cool.
For me, that would be Call of Duty. When Modern Warfare, the first Call of Duty, came out for Xbox, I got that, and that's when I first experienced 12-year-olds insulting my mom. I didn't know
where you said yes. This is great.
I love this game. That's why I buy the game, so I can have 12-year-olds say they banged my mom, basically.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Well, Call of Duty games actually say what you want, but the online experience, I remember when I first started playing it, was a lot of fun.
It was.
Modern Warfare
yeah.
2, I went hard at that.
And then like anyone else, everyone's like, hey, I could swear on this and be a dick, so I'm going to do that.
But then they release the same thing every year,
and now Activision with those DLCs are just getting... Okay.
Yeah, that's
okay, we get you guys, like Mike, we're transitioning, but enough.
Yeah.
My favorite moment of this gen... I guess in the long run of it, from the start, seeing a game when it first came on Xbox 360, and now looking at a game that comes out on Xbox 360 and seeing how much they push out of the system.
Oh, I know.
That in total has been my favorite part, because it's not like they just stuck with like the minimum stuff that they were given. They just constantly pushed and pushed and pushed the benchmark to make them look incredible. You can go back and look at Halo. Halo that came on Xbox 360, and you look at Grand Theft Auto 5, just came on Xbox 360 and PS3. It's like a totally different system, looks like.
I was watching San Andreas the other night and just, wow, blown away by like, how many years? Probably like 8 years? Or
San Andreas.
I'm not too sure, but
6.
Yeah.
So, it's San Andreas. But like Grand Theft Auto 4, you look at that, right? That came on Xbox 360.
Great gaming moment.
Grand Theft Auto 5 looks better than Grand Theft Auto 4. Completely better.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking at Drake's Fortune as well. The first Drake's Fortune compared to Last of Us, Naughty Dog has improved. Even Jack and Daxter compared to Naughty Dog. The first Jack and Daxter, you look at it now, it's like, holy crap.
Yeah.
If we're talking about Naughty Dog, I'm going to say Last of Us could be my favorite game that they've done, but I think my favorite gaming moment would have to belong to Uncharted 2. There's so many parts in that game. The train, the long train ride.
I need to play that game for sure.
You never played Uncharted 2?
I've never played Uncharted 2.
No, man, we were talking about this. I'm like, just go to Uncharted 2 because you don't really have to play.
Why am I here? Why haven't you guys played Uncharted 2? Yeah, honestly, that game, there's so many moments where I was just like blown away. It was like playing a movie or part of a movie.
Yeah, well, that's immersive as hell too. That was great with the next gen things. That's what PS3 does, right?
Yeah. There was another game actually that I just remember. I think it was the first game I downloaded off the PlayStation Store. Was Catherine.
Yeah, I heard of that. Yeah.
It just.
That's weird.
I don't know. The graphics or the style of the game just stuck with me. I remember I was playing it every night. I had school at the time, and I remember just going home playing at night, and I'm just so like involved in it. It was such a new kind of gaming experience for me.
The graphics were comparable to No More Heroes. You ever seen that?
Yeah,
like that kind of like, I don't even call it anime. Like it's like anime, but
there was
cartoonish and cell shaded, and a lot of just random crap in it. You know, No More Heroes, you go to something, and all of a sudden there's horse stickers all over the screen because you killed the guy.
Yeah, Catherine was a great game. It got a little bit repetitive though. You take a
climb.
Yeah, and then you do the same things all the time. But the story was so different. It was they're like I don't know, love and romance.
An anime girl, and
it was
crazy for that. So.
It was interesting though.
My favorite moment for these generations were them revisiting old titles, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and turning them high def so that the new generation could see what it was like, what games were like back then. And I love God of War, Okami, Shadow of the Colossus, my favorite PS2 games. They brought it all onto the PS3, and I just fell in love with the system even more.
I got a platinum trophy in the Okami HD. Quite
proud of it. You keep reminding me that.
See, I like the HD remix thing, but sometimes they don't do it right. I feel like they really, really cheat out on it. Where like maybe they do some of the textures, not all of them, and maybe the sound is crap on the remake. There's some games you go and it's like, okay, this is a remake, and when you buy it, first of all, like you're buying, most of them are $60. Am I correct? Yeah. I got Kingdom Hearts and those $60. HD 1.5 remix, and which is a ridiculous name, and it's beautifully done. Sound, the videos, the cutscenes are all redone. in HD. All the textures are redone in HD and stuff like that. It looks great. But some of them that you buy for $60, it's the same damn game, and they're just redoing the textures and making them higher resolution, making them total higher resolution. But sometimes you're not getting
Silent Hill HD had those problems actually. It was kind of glitchy, had audio problems too.
Yeah, if you're gonna buy a game after it's been redone, it's got to be like playing a whole new game essentially, just by the looking of it. So
you sound so negative. Come on, where's some of your favorite gaming moments?
My favorite gaming moments of this gen? I liked the Kinect idea when it came out. When I watched E3 and they announced Kinect for it, I was like, wow, that is really interesting.
Oh, yeah.
And that got everyone really pumped up, and they were like, wow, that is really, really cool. And then that ended up being it's okay, right? It's pretty good for kids and stuff like that. It's another market for them to hit. Nintendo announcing, 3DS. Can I talk about it because it kind of just ties in with everything?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. 3DS being announced. First, everyone was like, wow, holy crap, 3D didn't sell worth a damn, right? At the start, so they lowered the price, and it's $149 now to get a 3DS. All the games are $35, $40, which is fantastic. And they came out with some amazing games. And you're talking about recently Pokemon X and Y. I mean, I've got Mario Kart on there, and I'm finding myself to play more portable games. Before I wasn't a portable gamer at all.
The new Zelda game too is coming out.
Yeah, Between Two Worlds or whatever it is. Yeah,
which is where Sony failed to improve upon their handheld consoles. The PSP, I owned it for about a week. I got bored.
Well, see, I had one too, and I asked for it for Christmas. And I mean, I had a couple of those, the UMDs that they use. That was so annoying because they make a noise when you're playing it. And I had a couple of those, and it just wouldn't make me want to play it. And they're trying to do that with the Vita right now too.
I haven't played the Vita, so I don't know.
I've played it. I like it. That's another moment that came out too. Is I like whenever they announce it and it gets really hyped up. I get really pumped up about it. And then some obviously go on and some fail, but in general everything's still here. They're just working upon it and elaborating on it. And PS Vita is supposed to have some more games coming out for it. So
yeah,
this upcoming season.
The game I probably put the most amount of hours into, and so I would say it's probably one of my favorite gaming moments, is probably Skyrim.
Absolutely.
I put 130 hours into that game, and I know people put on a lot more, but for me that was a lot because I like story-based games. I like kind of quick games, but I put 130 hours into this game, and
I've put about 68 hours, and I don't even know what the main quest line is anymore because I keep getting sidetracked. Some random stranger
side quest, yeah.
It's God damn it! What was I trying to do?
Yeah, man.
But I married a hobo in that game.
I married my wife, but apparently I lost her.
You know what game I did play when it first came out too? Was Fable series.
Yeah,
that was
friend
pretty big for me when I started playing that.
Yeah.
So
I heard they're great games. I never got around to playing them.
They're pretty good. The new ones are.
No, I played Fable 3. It wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah, was your cup of Fable?
You were talking about HD versions of some games, and Shadow of the Colossus is one of them.
And that was beautifully remade.
Yeah, it was beautifully remade, but it makes you wonder that your favorite gaming moments are the HD versions of last generation, like the generation before.
Yeah, but who doesn't want? You Shadow of the Colossus on PS2 when that came out. You're like, wow, it's freaking great, right? And then the PS3 comes out, you're like, all this looks better, and then you kind of wish that some stuff would be redone. Personally, Link to the Past is my favorite goddamn game.
Yeah.
Ever. And I really wish they do a complete remake in 3D, everything nice of Link to the Past. The whole same storyline, everything.
Yeah.
But, when you play the HD remake of a game that you loved in your childhood, it looks even better. And
but like I was saying, Metal Gear Solid 4 is what made me buy the PS3 and Bioshock. Those games, I love them. They're my reason I bought the new console.
Is that what you bought the PS3 too? Metal Gear?
Metal Gear, yeah.
I bought my Xbox because a lot of my friends had it, and I enjoyed the racing games. But I got into a little bit of Call of Duty, and it's
Gotham Racing.
Yeah, and a lot of my friends got into Call of Duty, so I decided to get it and hang out with my friends, stuff like that.
My question about the HD versions, it makes you wonder though how good this generation was in comparison to the previous ones, because we're reminiscing over old games.
It just brings back nostalgic memories.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Because PlayStation 2 was the first ever system that I owned aside from a Dreamcast. That was in India, so When I played all these games, Shadow of the Colossus was a great new game where you just fought bosses, didn't have to fight any trash, and that was a pain in the ass.
Felt so isolated in that world too.
Massive world, isolated. I'd get lost most of the time trying to find a boss.
Yeah.
But that's what I loved about the game. It was so big, beautiful.
There's some things that you can do in that game that they never actually told you to do.
The secret garden and all that.
And there's things to collect, but the game never prompts you to do that stuff. And I miss that. I miss like finding secrets. And with this generation, I found like they're walking with your hand and taking you everywhere. And like in BioShock, I hated the little directional where it told you everywhere to go.
Yeah, go here. Here's an arrow. Go this place. Here's a little.
Same with Dead Space. It's basically a guideline saying, "Oh, just take left here, right there." It's like
for like 2 years, it seemed like this generation decided to go that route, where like they wanted to do the movies kind of thing, where they joke around PS3 only has one game, movies, right? As much as I love Uncharted, at times it's like, hey, that's fantastic. I'm just pressing triangle when something comes out to attack me.
Yeah.
And here's a wall, and this wall is clearly a ledge that I can climb. I'm gonna press X to go up to it. It's just, it is just annoying.
I forget the word. Quick action events. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
God of
Quick
War
action
was
timing. Yeah.
That's what
big for that. That's what I fell in love.
Yeah, God of War like introduced it. Well, top of the wrap up.
Yeah, but God of War also at the same time you would be able to go and there'd be minotaurs coming around you, and you could just yourself hit them using any random like series of buttons also.
Yeah.
Whereas Uncharted, you're shooting behind a crate and stuff like that, but when all the guys are dead, it's like, hey, we need to move this way, and you're just following the person through the game.
One of my favorite gaming moments I was thinking about these quick time events is Heavy Rain.
I've heard lots of good things about that game.
Oh, that is
Jason.
Yeah. Jason!
Yes, Sean.
Sean! Sean!
It's, that game, I just remember playing it. Actually, it was with my ex again at the time.
Brutal.
We had some good gaming moments. But I remember we split on the game. We both paid $30 each for it. And I remember we just played through it together. And the story, we were like so into it. And my favorite moment in that game, I don't even know actually. I was going to pick one.
Don't say when you get to
Okay.
Spoiler.
Well, we're spoiling some games here. I'm sorry, but we're talking about our favorite gaming moments.
I'll put a little like text in spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Okay, go ahead.
No, actually, I can't even pick one. Just the atmosphere of the game would probably be like, just the whole game itself was just memorable.
It was like one of the first games where it was like, wow, this is really realistic.
Yeah.
You're essentially living a guy's life after he loses his son.
Yeah, and you couldn't even run in that game actually.
No.
You were just pretty much just walking around and like.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying in parts like that where you just run or walk. Sorry.
All right. Anyone got any other gaming moments?
Another game mode. Another topic.
No.
Yeah. All right.
The topic would be that all these up and coming consoles that are coming out, with all the delays that are happening, how much do we personally think as a group that it hurts the consoles coming up? And also, how does Steambox tie into all that too? And how is Steambox going to go into that market?
Should I start?
Yeah, you go ahead.
So, start off with the delays. A lot of people were expecting these delays to happen. I mean, really good games take time to perfect.
Yeah.
Watch Dogs.
And
Shocking.
it sucks for the Xbox because they were relying on Watch Dogs and Drive Club to boost their sales.
Too.
Yes, but PS3
Yeah,
has
Killzone.
Yeah,
But
but a lot of people, the only reason they pre-order a system like that is for status, saying, "Hi, I have a system before all of you guys."
yeah.
But like us, we don't mind waiting. We can wait a week, or we can wait until Boxing Day, buy the system. By then, more games will be released.
That's what a lot of people are doing. They're canceling their pre-orders and they're just going to wait till next year.
Makes sense because they'll come up with a bundle. I can see them having a PS Vita bundle, like $500 buy a PS Vita with the PlayStation 4 with the game.
Exactly.
Launch games are never great at the beginning.
No, the console's never great at the beginning.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, Nintendo usually has pretty, like, for their market with the Mario and stuff like that, they always make sure that at least the Mario comes out, or whatever launch title comes out with it is coming out to do that. But that being said, also Wii U, I guess, it's kind of fucked up.
Why?
As I'm saying this, I'm like, now they fucked up.
Why I don't have a Wii is because, it's Mario and Zelda, and like I love those games, but I've moved on.
Yeah,
I moved on.
I got a Wii U, and they tried moving into that market too of, let's throw Batman on here and let's throw some Call of Duty. And, in its own respect, it's cool that you can use the gamepad. I'll launch a missile strike on here in Call of Duty, or I'll throw my batarangs by flicking the screen.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I just really would like to use a controller to do that. And also, at the end of the day, it's only got Xbox 360 and PS3 graphics, and it's like lower end PS3 and Xbox 360 graphics.
Absolutely. Now the Steam box, I think it's a great competition for the other two consoles. It's telling that the PC Master Race is making their entrance into the console market. It seems innovative. I looked at the controller and I'm like,
such snobs.
No.
wow, alright.
No, you guys have a right to be, but go on.
No, but I look at the controller, I'm like, I've never seen this kind of a controller before.
Yeah.
It looks really interesting.
Yeah.
You guys know the details on the controller at all?
I don't know the details. I just saw the pictures of
it. Inside out, man. It's basically made so that, is it ambidextrous, where you can be left and right? Doesn't matter? Yeah. So it doesn't matter if you're left or right-handed with the controller at all, which I don't think that really mattered anymore, anyways, with Xbox 360, but that's one of the points.
That's still so cool, though. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
So, it doesn't have, like, actual buttons on the ring. You can see the two circles.
Yep.
You can just touch, like, on the D-pad, and it's got capacitive touch, too, so, like, what's going to happen is when you touch it, it vibrates underneath that area or whatever. It's got motion, it's got all the same bumper buttons and stuff like that, and pretty much it's just a controller in general that can adapt to any game in it. But what they want to do with the Steam box is that they want to do like kind of like a tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 levels. We haven't seen any of them yet. Like, there's going to be multiple Steam boxes, and it's going to be like almost like an Android thing where people can throw Steam onto Samsung Smart TV.
Absolutely.
And then you're going to be able to just play Steam games right through there, which would be awesome. It's just one entertainment system, right? But basically, they want to do one which is like the OK model, where it would just basically stream from your PC to your TV. It'd be like just another box, basically. So because big PCs nowadays, you gotta move them. You don't want to move it right next to your TV and hook it up, and all that stuff. And then you can play the controller. Tier 2 would be like, okay, you can play these games, but you can't play these higher end games, and it would show like a scale of what you can play on them. And then the tier 3 would just be like everything. It would just be like a great PC in a box. And everything's going to be able to be removable, and you're going to be able to put more stuff in, vice versa, everything like that. And I mean, I use Steam right now on my PC, and I love it. And if you fool around with Big Picture, it's like the whole UI of what they kind of want to use on Steam box anyways. And it's okay, but if you're a PC gamer, you're going to want to be a PC. Like keyboard and mouse. Personally, I don't like using a keyboard and mouse. And
I'm too broke to be a PC gamer.
Love playing League of Legends. And, I'll play Guild Wars 2, stuff like that. Whatever needs to be on PC, I'll play on PC. But if there's a console option, I'm going for the console.
Absolutely. It's for people who might have just one PC in the house that they have to share.
Yeah.
Or their PC might not be good enough to run a couple of the games they want to play.
So instead of paying like $2,000 for your PC,
Absolutely.
they pay $300, $400 for a Steam.
And then if upgrades come along the way, just buy, let's say, $40 to $100 worth of upgrades to upgrade the Steam box and play more advanced games being released.
I think they'll do good.
It'll be great competition for the market, just adding something to the mix, basically. Controller-wise, it'll give Xbox and Sony a run for their money to design something that's more cool.
I'm excited for next gen. I think there's a lot of problems with this generation in terms of business-wise. So
It was, but this one's not starting off too well either. I mean, you're looking at a company that said, we'll release this game. Now they're holding it, whether or not they need to polish it or they're just going to wait for a new fiscal year to release this game. And, they said spring, like late spring.
Yeah.
That could be all the way to June.
yeah.
June 21st, first day of summer, is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah, they could be holding this game till June, and then you've got Destiny and other games like that coming out that are going to just bog it down again, and they're talking about wanting Watch Dogs to be number 1 and creating franchise.
I like PlayStation's promise about how it's a system for gamers, made by gamers. I know it's a marketing ploy, but honestly, I think that's a good marketing ploy. I think I'm excited for this generation coming up.
They have more under development right now than Xbox One, don't they?
Yeah. I just wanted to add one more thing. To all the Brazilians out there, I'm really sorry.
Oh,
I heard the news about the inflation rate of PS3. It's ludicrous. It'll cost them, I think, $1,800.
Yeah, $1,800
just for one system.
Because the inflation is so high.
That's insane.
You guys have beautiful ladies, though, so I think that's fair enough.
That's the cost.
Yeah, that's the cost.
That's why it's inflated by so much.
But yeah. Anything else that anyone would like to add?
I'm pissed the Drive Club's delayed.
Oh, I know. Actually, same here.
Really looking forward to that.
Yeah, not a lot of people are talking about it, but it looks. I just want a good racing game.
And you know, between that and Need for Speed Rivals, I was really looking forward to that too. That's not canceled.
No.
So that one's pretty neat. But Drive Club just looked like it was this really cool, socially interactive like driving game, which driving games haven't been. They've just been like you get in your car, if you want to race online, you race online, but you couldn't talk to people. You couldn't go on like a massive trip or whatever. And it's supposed to be the world's supposed to be massive for Drive Club.
Forza looks great too.
Forza, yeah.
But that's not.
I tried Forza Horizon, and that was okay.
I heard it's good. It's like a Need for Speed kind of.
I don't know, man. Like Forza and Gran Turismo, kind of like Need for Speed will always be any of those for me personally, just because I can soup the car up, I can do what I want to the car, I can race other people in the car. There's more missions and stuff. Forza's like, yeah, I want to drive this car and simulate driving it.
Yeah. I'm a Gran Turismo fanboy for sure. I've started since the first one.
Jesus.
I love them. They're
I
great
started
games.
since the third one, and I love those games.
Well, thanks for listening, guys. Make sure to leave a like and a comment below. Let us know what's your favorite gaming moment of this generation. And have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.